Yo, gamer, what's up? Rocky, stop. I wanted to be first, rep. Undo. 5, please. Could have asked. Facts. We'll play this hand here quick. Ace, give me a 10 here. Splitting aces right off the cuff. Stand. 10, 10. Ugh. 10. Oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. I'm back. That's disgusting. 5. Oh, I'm getting off of this table. We're going straight for a $50 hand here. $17. Not good enough. 10. Let's go, baby. So. Oh, sup. Sup. Being a degen. Low balance, oh no. Being a degen. Me. Yeah. This chick's dumb as hell. Degenerate. That's what happens when you live in Latvia. Monkey. It is rigged or it's regulated? Definitely not regulated whatsoever. Well, how was that, chat? How to lose $100 real fast? How to lose $100 real fast? We needed at least one double up, and we can get one double up with $100. It's pretty sad. That's the way the cookie crumbles, though. What did she say? She wanted to know what I was trying to say. I was like, I'm just being a degenerate. Did I lose $100 at a real casino? Yeah, I just don't have any access to a real casino at the moment. Plus, I went on there last night and won like $700, so I don't really care about losing the 150. Honestly, they're just making a little bit of their money back. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Now I'm gonna go play RuneScape. I was trying to go from $100 to $1,000 dream. You know, you can't blame the kid. You can't blame the kid. Now I'm only up $600, 650, whatever it is. So I'll let bygones be bygones. You know. By the way, round 101 on fucking zombies. Just wanted to point that out. Yeah. I'll be going on my B day for fun. Nice, nice, yeah. So casino's always alright sometimes, you know? I was honestly just trying to get a fucking $100 dream right there. On Crown Coin Casino, I bought the feature for $20 and won 280 and one feature, the best. That shit immediately. Oh yeah, yeah. I would have been cashing out too. Especially just buying the feature, it's like so risky. I'm mad you left. Yeah. I kind of wish I pushed it up to $1,000 last night. I should have just went all in with my fucking money down the night. At one point, I was on like a 7-hand win streak. Like fuck, dude. The shoe was nice. The shoe was nice. I got my fix of gambling though. Fuck, I'm down $100 today. Left the match in 97. Damn. What's up, Rocky? Hi. Come on. Come on. Come here. Someone hit. That's hilarious. Did your mom come running back and be like one of those like casino lizards, and be like, "That was my machine. You took my machine." I've seen that shit happen so many times. Yeah, the Gmail. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, fair. That's fair. I've seen so many people just lose their fucking mind. Well, all right. You just hang on there, Brian and Elaine. Is that dying zombies? No, I'm paused on 101. Hi. Hi. Personal best is like 114 or 117. I can't remember which one, but it's one of those rounds. Bitch. Looks like some really shitty weed. He's like, I'm trying to get rid of the drugs as soon as possible. Loki want a toke. Chat. Excuse me. Tomorrow I'm doing an 8-hour fucking zombie stream. Hopefully we can go to like, yeah, I was just gonna rip a toke. That's funny. Hopefully tomorrow we can go crush that out. Like fuck, get to at least 120 tomorrow. Like 115, 120, 115, 120 tomorrow. That'd be sick. That'd be genuinely sick. Excuse me. Poor guy's trying to provide for his fucking family. Ooh, nice dub. Have you seen Gray Zone Warfare? Was isn't that kind of like the Tarkov game? If that's the Tarkov game, kind of game, I've heard of it. Yeah, it's like Tarkov. Yeah, yeah, I've heard of it. Ooh, baby, I like it. The way you move on the floor. Come on and give me some more. Ooh, ooh. And look how fast I can shoot. Uh, they went 200 and 250 for. That's crazy. $250. What a fucking scam. What a scam. You can only play it if it's $250. Really? Oh my god. That's ignorant. That's fucking just ignorant. Uh, Yo, love you too, Titan. Peep this, bro. Round 101, baby. Whoop, 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 whoop. 101. 101. A 102. I'll be hitting probably like 115 tomorrow. And with the 250, they made such a big deal. Addition. I remember them coming out with the 250. I didn't understand what it was, but they just restricted all gameplay to 250. Essentially, that's pretty crazy. Minimum 5 on BO6. BO6 can suck my left testicle. I don't care about it, honestly. Till they prove otherwise. But bring back COD? I doubt it. Hope I'm wrong. You're gonna be so wrong. Oh yeah. I don't know. The past 6 years, I haven't been wrong about one COD. But I guess every dog's got his day. Some petty cosmetic. Yeah, they introduced cosmetics to Tarkov. I thought that was funny. Rust, yeah. What was three? Payment for especially in the huge hacker problem. Yeah, they have a huge hacker problem. It's like one of the worst games for hackers. That and Apex. Sounds lit. What? Damn, bro. I mean, I guess I'm a piece of shit too, because that sounded like a good fucking night. Damn. I've heard CS2 is the worst for hackers, apparently. Really interesting. I believe it. CS has always been pretty bad for hackers, too. That doesn't make sense. Who the fuck would willingly do that? And 10 seconds later. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, the hackers, I don't understand hacking. It's not fun. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's making no sense. I don't know. Sub jam. Chilling. We're paused. Paused on round 101. Intent to deliver marijuana is the least of his worries, honestly. Nice chilling like ice. Facts. He's a minor. Damn. Probably because the bitch was sitting there just blaming him. PlayStation Showcase sucked ass. No surprise. Gaming kind of sucks ass right now. Better than BO3? Fuck yeah, dude. Come on now. Can't beat the original. You're goddamn right about that, Almighty. Use PhD on that map. Bro, trust me, just upgrade the M72 law and run around with the M72 law. It's so much fun. Not as much ammo. Yeah, it's way more fun to use. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Pack a punch them 72 laws. So much fun to use. No shit. This guy looks like a fucking crackhead. Hmm. Holy fuck. Oh shit. Not bad. I don't know. I think the kid did it on purpose. He was trying to be a little gangster. How many more? 28? Fuck. 28 more of these fucking guys. We'll be back. Hey, rocks. What's up, Rocco? Hey. Oh no. Hey, hey, relax. Rocky part dog, entirely goat. Indeed. You gotta go outside. Is that it? He's gotta go outside. That's why he's being all lovey dovey. I'll be back. Get going. I knew there was something wrong with you. Get going. God damn, dude. Every time I take my dog outside, every time I take my dog outside, there's one neighbor that just Rocky just loses his fucking mind over. All in ones. Gotta look like a baller. That was funny as fuck. A bitch got incinerated. Get pissed on pussy. Um, 230 Bloodville? Damn, bro. Alright. Duh. I could toasted and roasted right there. Um, um, that should be good enough. That's so funny. Homie's like, "What are you doing?" Meanwhile, he like rezzed him, like fucked him. That's wild. 26 kills, and we'll level up. Pussy. Oh, Canadian kid. What's up, bro? Fucking making me want to play Apex. Getting paper now? Oh boy! Getting paper, man. I'd love to hear it. I'm a brokey. E level 84 defense. Let's go. Let's go. The bank, bank, bank. You already know. He's making that bank, bank, bank. Mr. Krabs. Yeah, I like that. A super chat alert, bro. That used to be my one. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's Mr. Crab. Yeah, yeah, like this, right? It should be that. That'd be fire. That's a good idea. Oops. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just making sure if that's the one that you meant. Like anytime anybody donates, I'll be spamming that emote. Or I'll definitely set it up after the stream. I'll definitely set that up. Which one should I take out? That's the real question. Let me see. Hmm. I think I'll take out the turnip. Actually, I'll take out the frog with the money raining down, and I'll replace that. I'll keep the turnip. I'm keeping the turnip. Yeah, exactly. Get that rune home. What a nade, dude. That was fucking perfect. He doesn't have the wall. Can you wall to me? Me when I got my first paycheck. Facts, dude. Fucking facts. Felt like a baller. The fellow guys rich as fuck. That's funny. A little bit. All right, get the fuck out of here, boy. $420. Hey man, you're $420 richer than you were before. That little voice crack right there. Beautiful. Oh fuck. Hey, cut that out. Hey. Go. Favorite 311 song. That's fucking gold. Oh. Banger stream. Not bad, not bad. Too shabby. I'm gonna take a toke. I got limited weed, but you know what? Fuck it. I think this might be my last toke. Actually, this is definitely gonna be my second last toke. Maybe one big last toke. That's what we'll do. One big last bastard. Hey, what are you barking at, boy? I hear you. Huffing and puffing down there. Talking to you, little man. Yeah, you. You little flea bag. Rocky, you little flea bag. Bro, I just realized that my audio has been muted from my desktop, so any of those videos you guys I was watching, you guys never heard shit. That's a rip.
It's completely wild to me how expensive bonds are now. It feels like just a month ago they crested 10 mil for the first time, and now they're up to nearly 14 mil. And that's not the only weird thing that's happened in the old school RuneScape economy this month, but we're going to try to cover everything. So let's have a look at bonds. Bonds are a really interesting item because they're the only item in RuneScape that is directly tied to a real life currency. Looking at the price recently, it has gone from 9 mil in March up to 14 mil, and this year alone they have doubled, more than doubled actually, and kind of continue the exponential growth we've seen over the last couple of months and last year. Now, because the price of bonds are directly tied to real life dollars, the bond is a pretty good determination of how inflated the old school RuneScape gold piece is. I think there's no doubt that the amount of gold coming into old school RuneScape has increased significantly these last couple of years. Now, as far as this graph goes back, there has been moneymakers that have pumped gold into old school, but I think especially recently there are some that are much more egregious. We have to look further than a couple months ago for, of course, zombie pirates, which came out just in April. This has one of the most busted drop tables for a low-level NPC we've ever seen. Yes, it's balanced by being in the wilderness, but still, no requirements, drops tons of alkables, and only has 30 HP. Or now recently we have fever spiders, which are kind of a similar thing, very minimal requirements, and can drop up to 2 mil an hour in alkables, which is essentially just straight cash.
Nice.
Now, of course, expensive bonds is annoying if you're trying to sustain membership, but it's more of a symptom of a larger issue that the RuneScape gold piece is just getting massively inflated. Now, there are a couple reasons why I think inflation in old school does actually matter. The first one is more of a technical issue. If the amount of gold in this game keeps rising at this exponential rate, the price of gear is going to continue to rise as well, as the currency becomes less valuable over time in relation to expensive gear like a twisted bow or a shadow. We might feasibly actually hit the maximum cash limit for these items. Now, previously, the only time that's happened is for cosmetic mega rare items like Third Age, which nobody needs Third Age. But if a twisted bow hits max cash, then we kind of have an issue because people are going to have to trade outside the Grand Exchange. The amount of scams is going to skyrocket, and the value of these items becomes a lot less clear and ripe for manipulation. I mean, we're not that far off. A twisted bow was at 1.7 bill this year. That's only a few hundred mil more to go. So unless Jagex prepared to fix the max cash limit or somehow get rid of it altogether, the rapidly inflating currency I think is an issue from that standpoint. And secondly, I think it's kind of a situation of the rich get richer, like unironically. As we get more and more gold into the old school economy, you kind of notice that the endgame moneymakers go up a significant amount as those rare items inflate in value. So people who are able to do endgame raids, endgame bosses, high level content are able to make an even higher amount of money per hour, where people who are in the mid game, low levels, are struggling to even afford a bond. Obviously, this is a 2001 clicking simulator, so it doesn't matter that much. People aren't losing their jobs over this, but if we had this much inflation in the actual economy, I don't think the government economists would be too happy. I mean, at this rate, we might have 20 mil bonds by the end of the year. It's hard to tell. It's going up so quickly.
But what you're saying is invest in bonds.
Now, beyond the bond, there is, of course, one massive update that happened, or is going to be happening soon, and that is the project rebalance. There's so many items that are affected by this rebalance, but the one that has seen probably the most significant price change is the Elder Maul. I mean, Elder Maul had already trended upwards this year in anticipation of seeing changes, but at the beginning of the year, this thing was as low as 8 mil, and now it's 164 mil, a 20x. But recently they revealed exactly how they're going to be changing the Elder Maul, and it's, I think, a lot more significant than most people were guessing. They're going to essentially make it a better Dragon Warhammer. So it'll now be the best defense reducing special attack, at least for melee. And for some reason they decided that the Elder Maul was actually not strong enough and decided to buff it one more time, which absolutely rocketed the price upwards within just 20 minutes of the announcement. Now, another thing you can do in about 20 minutes is make a meal from HelloFresh, today's video sponsor. HelloFresh is a method to changes for free meals. Thank you, Project Rebalance. We also got a huge set of changes for magic, and we can see that a lot of magic gear saw a gigantic spike, but has since slowly lost that value. For example, the Ancestral Robe set jumped up almost 100 mil, and then slowly decreased. The Arcane Prayer Scroll once again jumped up almost 4 mil, and it has then since slowly decreased. The Infinity items jumped up nearly 3 times in value, and then has slowly dropped down. Dagonite jumped up to 11 mil for the whole set, but has since returned to its original price. Now, this all comes down to the fact that Jagex is going to be adding in magic damage percent to all of these items, most of them getting a percent or two. Now, obviously, as soon as that was announced, they jumped up a lot, but I think we're still unsure of how it's going to affect the meta, what items are going to be the most popular to use, kind of because they added it on to a lot of different gear, and it's a full magic rebalance. It's not like one piece is getting significantly buffed over another, and I think it's a bit too early to tell where all this is going to land. Now, another kind of interesting thing that happened this month is the Void Waker nerf was cancelled. There was too much pushback on this change and decided to completely get rid of it altogether. So the Void Waker is receiving no changes, and it, of course, immediately jumped back up to about 100 mil, but since then has not actually regained any of its former value. Now here's what it was worth pre the nerf announcement, 170 mil, now it's worth half that. It's hardly recovered at all, and most of that could probably just be attributed to bots. If you look at the volume, you can see the amount traded is significantly higher now. So the item may have been destined to fall already, but it's interesting that the reversal of the nerf hasn't changed the price that much. Sure, it's up a bit, but really not that significant. Another interesting thing that happened this month is a huge price jump in the Dragon Hunter weapons. The Dragon Hunter crossbow and the Dragon Hunter lance has jumped up quite a lot this month, going up to 70 mil for the lance and pretty much the same thing for the crossbow. Well, this really came down to one image to begin with, and that was the new group boss for Varlamore, and most people assumed it looked like a dragon or some dragon variant. I don't believe it's been confirmed whether or not this monster is going to 100% be weak to Dragonbane weapons, but it seems pretty likely based on the fact that it is pretty much a dragon and it's going to be dropping essentially a Dragonbane mage weapon, and Jagex has a pretty established history of making a weapon that the boss drops good at that content in specific. So most people are assuming that the Dragon Hunter set is going to see some pretty significant use at the new boss.
Made so much money.
Now, an item that we've extensively covered in the past is the Christmas cracker. This is just such a wacky item. Like, originally it was only 10k for this thing because it had no real use and it respawned every year in mass. Now, they still are doing that, but it's not.
At least the farming wasn't too bad. How the fuck are you working? I thought you broke a bunch of bones and shit. Bro, tail of a big dog. I feel that. I feel that. It's true. And you're a soldier, homie. You're a fucking soldier. Absolute fucking soldier, my man. How's everyone and everything? Doing good, bro. Doing good. Hang on here a second. Try to peep this.
And I have been working on this for a while. This cat.
Peep this, brother. I hit round 101 right now. Where I paused on round 101. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. Adab, yes sir. We out here, baby.
Talk to people that know you. Most important thing about this is just to be honest about it.
Oh
Just to be
no,
honest with us.
I'll do the whole lying thing to cops.
Huh?
So I'll do that whole lying thing to cops.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
People usually get, I don't know why they would try and lie. I see TVs all the time. I was gonna do forensic file stuff, but I thought it was gonna be too hard for me.
This is 21-year-old Kelly Marshall being questioned at the Dallas Police Department. The detectives just discovered a 26-year-old man murdered in his home, and Kelly is one of 4 suspects that the police wanted to speak with. Over the course of this video's 19-minute running time, we will be presenting you with a short clip from each one of these interviews as we walk you through the case in chronological order. From the perspective of the Dallas Police Department, this story began on December 15th, 2007 at exactly 11:31 p.m. when dispatch
Rocky.
received an alarming 911 call.
So, 911, can I get the cops in the ambulance?
What's going on, man?
I don't know. I think somebody's dead or something. He's not moving. Hurry.
The victim that this caller is reporting is 26-year-old Daniel Barone,
no way.
aka Danny. His body had
This is
just been
a
discovered
robot.
lying in the main doorway of his house, surrounded in a pool of blood. Detective Scott Sayer from Dallas Homicide quickly arrived on the scene at the Oak Cliff residence located at the 2200 block of South Polk Street. Next to Daniel's body, investigators found 5
I'm
bullet
passing that
casings
video.
along with a 9mm gun. After examining the body,
kinda
it was confirmed that Danny was shot
dumb.
5 times,
I
and
mean,
that these
fuck, you know
shots
what?
were
I'll watch
fired from within.
Watch, I'll give it a go.
I'm gonna take my car to the McDonald's. I'm gonna eat till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my car to the...
Yeah. I don't know. That's funny, I guess.
Within a foot away. Also, after speaking with the
looks
neighbors and
kind of
discovering
like a
paraphernalia
fat,
at the scene,
Tim the
detectives
Tat
discovered
Man.
that Danny was a well-known local
Honestly.
drug dealer and had been selling narcotics directly out of his house.
the bottom
About 3
picture.
hours after the 911 call was placed, Danny's family
really,
notified
really
the
fat
police
Tim the
that
Tat
Danny
Man.
actually had a business partner. His name was Joey Cruz, and they suspected that Joey was the last person to have been with Danny just hours before the shooting. Joey was then contacted by the police and became the first person interviewed regarding Daniel's murder.
What I need is for you to help me kind of run down a timeline.
I get over to Danny's house like 3:45. We're just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Someone knocks on the door. You know what I'm saying? Danny goes answer. I'm like, who is it?
The man at the door was a lifelong friend of Joey's named Christopher Wade.
I've been knowing him since I was like 12 years old.
Danny doesn't know him for...
Danny never seen him
Okay.
before in his life. Don't know him
Taking
for
a
nothing.
piss. I love you, Brits.
So,
He was out there
he
taking
comes
a
in,
piss,
he's
mate.
talking, he's like, y'all working?
What the fuck's he taking a
starts
piss
talking
for in
to
the middle of the
Danny about
street?
bones,
Nah, he
like
was
pounds.
taking a
Yeah.
piss.
I'm in the kitchen rolling blunt. They're sitting in there at that long
Ah, you
table.
just wouldn't get it,
So I'm
mate.
like,
You
man,
just
well,
wouldn't get it.
I'm fixing to roll out. It's like 8:39-ish maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, this is when Joey left to run some errands, and when he returned to the apartment, Danny was already dead, suggesting that Chris
Taking the
was the murderer.
piss.
I leave. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only gone for like an hour, hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to the house. I find them dead.
Big ting
I don't
swinging.
find them.
The big
Okay,
ting moving
okay.
east side,
Joey
west side,
explained
in
that he did not want to be tied to the situation, as he was worried that his participation in their drug business would be
The hawk.
exposed. So, he asked his girlfriend to make the 911 call. Joey was allowed to leave the police station following his interview, as police were unable to link him directly to the murder. The man who Joey spoke of, named Chris Wade, had a colorful criminal history and had been arrested multiple times for drug and weapon charges since 2002. Investigators believed that Chris visited Danny and Joey's place of business with the intention of robbing them later that evening. They hypothesized that during the robbery, Chris shot Danny. So, detectives now moved on to speaking with their second suspect, Christopher Wade. Chris had an entirely different story. Chris told the detectives that he did see Joey that night, but it was actually outside the house while walking back from the store. He never went inside.
You're a person interested in the case because you know these guys. If you were just guessing, what do you think's the best possibility about what happened to him?
Yes, he got robbed. You know, they doing their thing, you know what I'm saying?
What made you want to go over there?
I had walked to the store and I had seen him outside.
After noticing Joey during his walk to the store, he yelled for his
Oh, you
attention.
missed some of
The two
those?
then
Yeah,
chatted
man.
outside for
You
about
done-
30 to
you know?
45 minutes.
You never know when it's the last time someone's going to show up.
He like, hey, what's up, fool? I said,
Okay.
yeah, this ain't no, this was your house.
That was last night?
Yeah, last
Never
night.
know when it's
You
the
think
last
you're
time
there
someone
for-
going to show up
I was
in
there
the
for
chat.
another minute.
Couple hours or something, or-
Nah, not a couple hours.
Half an hour?
Probably about
I have
30,
motherfuckers
45
saying, "Yo,
minutes.
see you
I left
around."
his house by like 9 something. I got a booty call, so boom, I stretched out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent the night with her last night.
Okay. Whose house was that?
Dee
Dee Dee confirmed Chris's story that he went there around 9 p.m. and stayed there for the rest of the night. During the days following the shooting, detectives worked to corroborate both Chris and Joey's stories, but were hitting dead end after dead end. However, 16 days following Danny's murder, Dallas PD received a phone call from a woman named Ashley Rodriguez, who reported that a young woman by the name Callie Marshall confessed to the murder to her friend Jesse Mendoza. Detectives Penrod and Sayers visited Callie's home, and she agreed to voluntarily come to the police station for an interview. Since Callie did not have a babysitter, her children were brought to the station with her. As the officers began their third interrogation, Callie remained calm and was surprisingly chatty, openly sharing incriminating details of her role in the crime.
I have been working on this for a while, this case. Talked to people that know you. Most important thing about this is to be honest about it.
Oh
Be
no,
honest with us.
I'll do that whole lying thing to cops.
Huh?
So I'll do that whole lying thing to cops.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
People usually could, I don't know why they could try to lie. I see TVs all the time. I was gonna do forensic file stuff, but I thought it was gonna be too harsh on my son.
You know, actually, to tell you the truth, it's not really that hard. Callie, I want to get to it here. I'm going to tell you enough so there's no doubt in your mind that you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
You want me to tell you?
She then explained to Detective Penrod that her boyfriend was currently in jail and that she needed to raise $1,500 to bail him out before Christmas. It got even more bizarre when she openly explained that her boyfriend's best friend, Tyrone Omar Richardson, had devised a plan to get that money. Apparently, the plan was for Tyrone and Callie to rob a house on Oak Cliff, a house which he believed contained substantial amounts of money and drugs.
What they say was in the house.
Said Major
What's his name? Who's in charge of this?
Omar. He said he knew these people. Though.
Okay.
He said he really knew.
So
Omar
your
don't
understanding is
even-
basically he's just going to go in there and he's going to take the guy's money. He'd take his gun with
Yeah.
him. Basically going to rob him.
Yeah.
So what happened then?
He opens the door and he shoots him.
Just shoots him right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just shot at him when he opened the door. He kept on shooting.
What'd y'all end up getting out of it?
I didn't get nothing.
There wasn't any money?
He had $7.
As you just heard, Callie claimed that Omar started shooting as soon as Danny opened the door. When the shooting stopped, she saw Omar take a shoebox from a kitchen cabinet. The shoebox was supposed to be hiding the significant amount of money and drugs that Omar spoke of. Inside, it actually contained baggies, a small amount of cocaine, and $7. Callie was promptly arrested by Dallas PD and was charged with the murder of Daniel Barone. It is highly uncommon for a suspect in a murder case to be so forthcoming with incriminating details about a crime. Callie failed to invoke her Fifth Amendment right to counsel before engaging with law enforcement. Additionally, as a mother of 2 young children, it was strange that she showed no remorse or feelings at all when confessing to the acts. Regardless, Callie was now facing a first-degree murder charge, and detectives now had another person to speak with. Omar became suspect number 4 and was immediately brought down to the station for questioning. As it turns out, Omar Richardson also had a criminal history, with multiple arrests for burglaries and other misdemeanors.
there's one thing that we're interested in on these cases, and that's basically who's behind it, who caused it to happen.
Yes, sir.
And that's why I just want you to be honest with me about on this thing.
Yes,
Can you do that, brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
Omar first told the police that on the night of the shooting, he was driving around town with friends when Joey Cruz called him and mentioned something about a potential robbery at Danny's house. He claimed to have learned about the shooting the following day.
I talked to Joey, and he said some guy was playing my Bible. So I said, for real? Joey told me he felt it, you know what I mean? The next day, boom.
As Omar avoided eye contact with Detective Penrod, Penrod believed that this behavior was consistent with that of somebody being deceitful. So, being fully aware that Omar was withholding information, Penrod decided to highlight Omar's concern for Callie's safety. He goes on to suggest that Omar only acted in the defense of Callie, protecting her from Daniel. He does this with the hope of provoking some form of confession. This indirect accusation, combined with physical touch and empathetic demeanor, helped to develop some trust between Omar and Detective Penrod.
Omar, let's listen to me for just a minute, okay? I've been doing this for 17 years. I know what really happened. There's a certain set of events that were set in motion. There's somebody else on this thing.
Callie.
And you know what Callie's already told me? You guys got to the house. This is what's important. Tell me what
I'm
happened.
thinking that bitch dead.
Show me what you got right here.
In my heart.
That's right.
I don't want her to get killed, you know.
According to Omar, once they arrived at Danny's house, Callie got out of her Chevy Tahoe with a rifle. He was worried about Callie's safety and suspected that Danny might be armed, so he accompanied her to the front door with a handgun given by another man. Although this implied that there were more men in her vehicle, he admitted to being the only one who fired his gun at Danny.
You can do it. Let me have your hand. Come on.
The fucking touch
I
me,
didn't have
dick.
no choice.
What'd you do? It's all right, brother. Did you do this to protect Callie? What happened?
Because he just opened the door, man. The cat was gonna run in, so I know he would get killed her.
Okay.
So I just started shooting. I didn't even know I was shooting at.
All right, brother.
And then we flipped Daniel over and started checking his pockets. But Daniel wasn't there. I said, Daniel, man. I said, man. I said, I made for this to happen. And then he just faded away. I said,
All right, brother. I'll give you a few minutes, okay?
Following Omar's confession, he was immediately arrested and charged for the murder of Daniel Barone. Arrest warrants were also issued for Omar's brother, Michael Lynn Richardson, and his friends Kennard Camp, Isaac Hernandez, and Jesse Vasquez, who were all between the ages of 17 and 20. Police say that they provided Omar with the murder weapon. In January of 2008, Callie, Omar, and the 4 other men were now in jail awaiting trial. Omar Richardson began his turn in court in March of 2009. Dallas County
this guy's
senior
sitting down 'cause,
prosecutor
one
Brandon
bitch.
Birmingham urged jurors to impose a capital murder conviction, which is a life sentence without parole. Prosecutors highlighted that Callie needed the money to bail out her boyfriend, who was in jail for assaulting her. So, with the help of Omar, the two conspired and then executed the plan to rob and kill Danny. The plan backfired when they only found $7. The murder weapon and police-recorded confessions were highlighted as evidence. 18-year-old Isaac Hernandez, one of the men who was alleged to have provided the murder weapon, agreed to testify against both Omar and Callie in exchange for a reduced sentence of 10 years.
Or how did it appear to you that Callie was instigating, or Omar was instigating, or who was instigating?
I want to say Callie was more instigating at the time than Omar was.
Why do you say that?
Because, like, she was, like, leading him on. Like, are you going to do it? You know, really just leading him on.
Now, did she tell you, or did she say why she wanted the money?
I knew that her boyfriend was in jail at the time. She needed money to bond him out.
Isaac would go on to state that Callie was the primary instigator that pressured Omar to participate. For example, when the men first arrived at the house, they all had second thoughts about going ahead with the plan, but Callie persistently pushed them all to get it done. After finally agreeing to go through with it, Omar grabbed the handgun while Callie had an SKS rifle. Callie exited the car first and Omar followed right behind. Once the gunfire stopped, Isaac said that he saw Omar and Callie ransacking the house.
Callie had got out the truck first.
Did she have anything in her hands?
Yes, sir. She had an SK.
How would you describe what an SK looks like?
Assault rifle, probably, I want to say like that big.
Tell the members of the jury what the mood was like in the car.
Callie said, "What the hell? All we got, and there's ain't nothing but $7 in here. It's nothing but $7. You know, there's a lot of yelling between Omar and Callie."
Although Isaac and the 3 other men were not in the house during the shooting, they admitted to being aware of the plan to rob and potentially shoot Danny that night. They were all promised a share of the loot in exchange for providing the defendants with the weapons used in the murder. In response to the testimonies, Omar's defense lawyer Ed King said it was really Callie who had coerced him into committing this horrific offense, and that although Omar shot Danny, he did not intend to kill him and may not have fired all 5 bullets. He also questioned the credibility of the co-defendants and a key witness with a criminal past. However, testimonies and Omar's videotaped confession did not support the idea of multiple shooters. Callie Marshall went to trial in July of 2009. Despite Callie's claims that she did not shoot Danny, the evidence pointed to her direct involvement in the crime. Her motive was clear. She was determined to bail out her boyfriend from jail. But the robbery only yielded $7. Defense attorney Pia Rodriguez presented Callie as a struggling single mother of 2 who was desperate to bail her boyfriend out of jail and explained that Callie was unaware of any plan to kill Danny. Rodriguez implied that Omar, rather than Callie, was the mastermind behind the robbery. Therefore, Callie was not involved in any conspiracy. In a direct response to these claims, the prosecution called an unexpected witness to the stand. This witness put Callie's character under the microscope. Officer Patrick from the Dallas Police Department recounted how on December 25, 2007, just 10 days after Danny's tragic death, the police were alerted to a report of 3 suspects in a Chevy Tahoe trying to break into vehicles in a mall parking lot.
And back on December the 25th, which was Christmas Day, so 24th leading into 25th, were you on duty and working?
Yes, sir. And we were headed up in that area and we found a Tahoe sitting on the side of the road at 2 o'clock.
And what statements did they make to you?
They both stated they were looking at the cars. They hadn't got any yet. There was a small child in the car and then another female juvenile that was also in the car.
Officer Patrick's statement highlighted Callie's careless nature and only helped the prosecution portray her as the instigator rather than a victim caught up in a bad situation. On April 3, 2009, 22-year-old Tyrone Omar Richardson was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years, along with a $10,000 fine to the victim's estate. On June 11, 2009, a jury convicted 21-year-old Callie Marshall of felony murder as a conspirator and sentenced her to 60 years in prison. Following her sentencing, Callie's defense team filed an appeal, with their main focus being to suppress the evidence used in trial, specifically her videotaped confession. They claimed that, aside from the testimonies of Hernandez and Vasquez, there was no evidence linking her to the crime scene. Additionally, they asserted that her statement to Detective Penrod during the interview was the result of an illegal arrest and should be rendered unreliable. The court noted that the videotapes showed Detective Penrod reading Callie her rights before questioning, and Callie twice indicated her willingness to proceed with the interview. Callie then described her version of the crime in detail, and at no time did she request a lawyer or ask to stop the interview. The court concluded that Callie did not reasonably believe that she was in custody during the interview, so the statement was admitted as voluntary. The court ruled that the analysis of the evidence presented during her trial, specifically the murder weapon and DNA evidence obtained from her vehicle, was sufficient for the jury to have made an informed decision, and her appeal was dismissed. Jesse Vasquez, Kennard Camp, and Michael Lynn Richardson reached plea deals and received a maximum of 15 years in prison, while Isaac was granted his reduced sentence of 10 years. Callie Marshall is currently residing at the William Hobby State Prison in Marlin, Texas. Tyrone Omar Richardson is serving his life sentence at the Iowa Park Prison in Wichita County, Texas. He will be eligible for parole in the year 2039.
Alright, chat. I'm gonna bounce. Love you guys. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm gonna bounce and go chill. That's first. Come on, die you fucking low count. Let's go. There we go. Peace, boys.